I was sitting there and playing Smite 2, and something sparked in me. I was in another Obsidian Plus queue that was promised for me to be good, and I don't think a single player in that game was above the skill of Silver, and it was just sort of a disaster. So here I am now on Smite 1 and testing it. I want to see, is there any joy to be found on Smite 1? We're playing obviously support as this game, above all, definitely needs that. And we'll just see what happens, see how it feels. I have not logged onto this game until my last A to Z video on Zhonghui, which was fun but also a disaster at the same time, I think, likely foreshadowing of what we're going to see in this game. And I mean, we're just gonna give it a go. And it's been such a long time since I've played this game, so I'm not really sure what to think going into it. Definitely pretty jarring visually from what I remember, especially like the map on the top right of this screen, like our own individual map. It's pretty surprising. It seems like the Rama dies to the Dryad, a camp I have never heard of. So definitely something slightly new. I guess our dual lane is actually going to have a Nox here, 40% health. On my account, there has been like a ranked reset or something, I believe. I'm 72 and 44, and I am in, I think, mid-diamond. So far we have players dying to the camps, potentially courtesy as to why camps got easier in Smite 2 significantly. They're very classic and notorious in killing players, which obviously is just extremely difficult to get around. Um, and yeah, we're gonna kind of see what happens, right? We were able to invade the purple buff, excuse me. Thankfully, we're able to clear camps, so it didn't go as poorly for us, and we kind of just have a lot of pressure. I think the big thing I kind of wanted to do in playing this game was just see how different is it. What do I remember in this game that I found unfavorable, favorable, whatever the case might be. And how does that compare and contrast, I guess, so to speak? And, one of the big things that I do remember in this lane, and it's a little bit unfortunate because I'm not sure how much opportunity we're going to get, is just how tanky as a support and as a tank you were in this game. Tanks in Smite 1 were just unkillable for a vast majority of the game. But, at the same time, um, junglers could die to mages, and hunters could kill junglers early, and mages could kill each other early and stuff. So defense was very strong, but building damage definitely made you very exposed. So tanks couldn't really build damage, or else they wouldn't do anything, and they would just kind of die. So it's definitely, I think, a little bit more uniform as Deadman again dies to PVE causes. Very sharp, problematic characters to play against in this game. And I think, it just shows a different, I guess, game philosophy, really. What I noticed the most in Smite 2 is that I think a lot of the systems, while some of them are quite good, in terms of, like, say, the Gold Fury stacking up and being a lot more impactful, the Fire Giants stacking up as well, and not necessarily being more impactful right away, but having like a reason to continuously do them, obviously. Not that Smite 1 didn't have it, but just in a different format, on top of like 3k pot stacking, were some really great systems, but I don't think it's actually all positive, right? Like, there are things in this game that, even just coming back and looking at it right now, I really do miss, and I think is important. One of the big things, like, look, when we press tab here, there's something that this Loki has, and this Thanatos has, and this Rama has, and the Thana probably shouldn't have it, that you never see in Smite 2, and that's the mana potion, right? I think mana has just been completely removed effectively from Smite, and resources, while, it's not fun to run out of mana, I felt like having a stat that actually mattered was interesting enough, even if it wasn't always to your benefit. That was one of the things that really got removed from Smite 2 that you don't see as, forgiving in this game. Even though, I'd say fair, I guess, on these support picks, you never really run into mana issues because of your passive starters. But, yeah, things like that, definitely kind of strange, and things I'm actually not a huge fan of in Smite 2. I don't love that mana is just, like, not a relevant stat. I don't love that, for example, in Smite 2 you have also like no kill potential on characters. I think flat pen was incredible in this game and a really good and smart idea in Smite, and I really don't know why it got removed. It still doesn't really make sense. And I guess it ultimately, was leading me all to have this journey of like, is Smite 2 getting its systems dumbed down pretty largely because the player base is just bad? And I come onto this game and I realize like, I'm in a diamond, maybe plat lobby here. It doesn't matter if this is this Rumma's first game on, he's worse than someone's first game ever playing a video game ever. Like, this is absurd. So, you know, I realize I'm jumping topics here. It's hard to have a meter discussion about anything in this game with the play I'm watching, but I guess I just wanted to see. I'm a great watchman for the spectacle that is Smite 1 and Smite 2, and yeah, I don't really know what I was experiencing or I was attempting to experience, but people still play this game, I guess, right? And I was pretty surprised by that. I honestly wasn't sure I'd get a queue. And this reminds me of like a bronze game. I mean, I haven't played in a bronze game in very long, but this is just like really crazy stuff. I've never seen someone die to minions twice in the same game. This is their ADC who's died twice to minions. We're going to body block him, and then we're going to stun him. And I feel like you can almost just see his brain computing as these things are happening. And unfortunately, oh my gosh, am I dead? No, we're okay. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to kill me. Imagine I died there, that would have been bad. And he will die as well. It's really cool. Like, I don't really know how else to say it. This is just an interesting experience. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, should we do a series of just like, what is in Smite 1 ranked at this point? I am thinking, and obviously when you see this video, there will be some sort of a title, even if it's a little bit hastily written and bad, but I'll have some type of a title, and I'm really not sure what the title is. I'm kind of thinking like, is there any joy to find in Smite 1 ranked, right? Or are there signs of life? It could be like a Mars, a life detection journey where you're going onto this planet that there may have been traces, there may have not, you don't know, and you're trying to find out. Maybe that's what we're doing here. I really, found myself coming to this lovely game seeking answers, and as this game digresses, I find myself having more questions, right? It feels really weird. I'm almost thinking, wow, I'm about to go a strength item, and then I realize I don't have those in this game. I have physical and magical power. And not that I don't think the strength and intelligence separation is cool, but I kind of am realizing, right? Like, regardless of if strength or intelligence were split, a lot of characters end up sort of building the same, and it's crazy because I'm not really sure that was the whole point. I find the components in this game tend to feel somewhat... Oh, what a beautiful dash from this guy. I mean, he's really got the talent. His name is Player85. Oh, shit, we gotta peel him first. We gotta peel you, Player. I can slow the Rama, and now he's gonna die. Great. Good job, dude. Player8529465. So he gave me a nice job as well, so very polite guy, and definitely helping me, learn how to play this beautiful game. But it's really just a lot. Like, I'm able to build a damage item as a magical character in this game and actually kill somebody. You're not able to do that in Smite 2. So that's something I really wanted to like try and experience, what it's like to actually get a kill with magical damage. Which I'm excited for. Let's try it right now. So we're gonna ult him, right? We're gonna 2, and we're gonna miss. That's an unfortunate side effect that can happen sometimes. We will be taking the death, but my Hades did go in. Sadly, Hades is a little bit worse in this game, and he will fall too. But it was a good try. Yeah, that's alright, my bad. Good damage. Oh, not enough. Ooh, Thanatos off the mark. Diamond 3, Smite 1. Ooh. Damn, good try, good try. I might have decayed, actually, because I definitely was in Grandmasters. Again, my last time I played Smite 1 was May 14th, so a little bit over 3 months. Yeah, I definitely, I guess, kind of had a bit of a bad play right there, and I feel pretty bad about it. One thing I will say about Smite 2 that I think is topically good for like a MOBA is that there is a lot more neutral contestant play in theory. I think there's actually a bit too many camps, but right now as a support, my job is kind of a little bit weird So I'm kind of just like walking around, but there isn't really much to walk for in duo. There's only one camp for me to head to at this point in the game in duo, aside from my purple. And the green buff is so nestled back that it's not really a viable invade very frequently, if at all. So there's definitely some map stuff here that are, kind of, I think, problematic, paired with the fact that, like, you don't really get any value from getting towers and stuff in this game in the same way, because you don't have such great waves to shove with. You also don't have, and we actually might be able to fight this here. Let's wall them in. A little bit off the mark, that's alright. You don't have, like, gold furies that give you stacking buffs, so sieging and stuff's not as effective, and honestly just getting these towers I don't think feel as rewarding. But it's still, something, I suppose, and this guy's gonna be body blocked and die. Nice. We'll come back over. Let's see what's happening to this Thanatos. He's gonna die. The Bob McBoster, Bobster. Sorry, I wasn't sure how to pronounce his name. Yeah, he's gonna die. So he has Warriors X in the jungle. I find it really interesting just looking at these builds. We have no jungle or support start items. Bob McBobster leaves the game. And unfortunately right there, that will be a swift surrender. The teammates, obviously pro player 1245, very happy to get some lovely matchmaking rating on Smite 1. And, 11 minutes in, 5.5k lead. And while I wanted to be like, yeah, the Smite 2 player base is really weak, obviously very new, kind of expected. Smite 1 player base, after the Rapture, clearly not too great. Apparently, Aristeu61 did something worth reporting, thanking the Rama as Bob McBobster, not doing something worth reporting after leaving. Rama dying a lot. This guy speaking in Spanish. I don't know what this means, but it's likely not polite. And that's going to be that, guys. So, yeah, I didn't really know what I was seeking, but I feel like I found something. So we're just gonna make that a video and just let it simmer. Let me know what you want to see when it comes to this lovely game, Smite 1. If you ever want to see it again, and yeah, that's unlucky. Ramapupu W. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.